Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I want to take a look at the second teaser that Cryptic just released for the upcoming 14th anniversary bundle, which contains ships from Wolf 359. As always, chapters are listed down below. And heading over to the teaser, Cryptic says that it's time to reveal 3 ships for the 14th anniversary bundle. In addition to new T6 versions of classic Wolf 359 ships, they have also done a remaster of the Constellation and Lafayette, both of which are included in the bundle. So let's take a look now at this teaser. You can see the TNG era skins, and as this effect goes through, the modernized 25th century skins. And that is it for the teaser. Now, I want to be perfectly clear. I've already seen a lot of confusion about this online. What they're saying here is that there's 3 new ships plus 2 skin remasters. So when you actually look at this, the only 3 ships that are actually going to be brand new player flyable ships are the 3 at the left: the Challenger, the Cheyenne, and the Niagara. These 2 at the right, the Constellation and the Lafayette, those are just skin remasters that you're going to have access to when you purchase the bundle. So those are not new ships. Again, those are just new skins for existing ships in the game. And with regards to the Constellation here, it is also worth noting that, like I talked about in the last Wolf 359 teaser video, the Constellation here shares the same skeleton as the Cheyenne, meaning that this Constellation skin would be usable on the Cheyenne. Now, the new ship here is the Challenger, so let's head on over to Demo Record and take a closer look at it. And here we have the USS Braun, which is a Challenger-class ship that was seen at the Battle of Wolf 359. Now, this has a Galaxy-type nacelle at the top and bottom, and overall, it is quite a bit smaller than the other ships I've looked at so far from this bundle, the Cheyenne and Niagara. Both of those look like those could easily be cruisers, and if you want to see what those ships look like, I do have a video going over those, which I'll have linked down below. But given that this ship is quite a bit smaller, and here it is up against an Akira for reference, so given the smaller size of this thing, I do think that this is going to be the tactical ship in the bundle, so an escort or destroyer. I know that science ships can also be quite a bit smaller, but if you look at this thing front on, there's not a deflector there, and I'm not sure where they would even put a deflector. So given the visuals of the ship, the smaller size, I think it's going to be the tactical ship in the bundle. And right now, I can only show you guys the TNG era skins for the ship, but if you want to see the 25th century modernized skins for it, I'm going to have a link in the description down below and in a pinned comment, where Titus17 over on Reddit has already posted some close-up shots of it. So if you want to see the modernized skins, go check that link out. And for those of you that had been hoping for the single nacelled Freedom to make an appearance in this bundle, with the Challenger having now been announced, I don't think we're going to see it as part of this bundle. I do think we'll see the Freedom pop up eventually, probably in another C-Store bundle at some point in the future, but as part of this bundle, it is looking quite unlikely. And for those of you wanting to see the remastered skins for the Lafayette and the Constellation, I don't think those are currently in game. I didn't really notice a difference between the Lafayette in Wolf 359 versus the one that I have in game when I was looking at it in the Taylor. So I think you're going to have to wait until they show off those remastered skins on 10 Forward or in some blogs next week. And now it's time for some predictions. So in the first teaser video, I went over the Cheyenne and the Niagara, both of which looked like cruisers. And so far in this video, I went over the Challenger, which again, with its smaller size, no visible deflector, is probably going to be the escort or destroyer in the bundle. And that leaves an opening for a science ship. Now, the 2 most likely candidates to me are the Melbourne variant of the Nebula and the Springfield. But I think it's pretty safe to rule out the Nebula, because one of the things that they've been trying to do with this bundle is bring in Tier 6 versions of ships that did not already have a T6 version. And the thing with the Nebula is that there's already a few different T6 versions in the game. In fact, the most recent anniversary bundle before this already had a version of the Nebula in there, the Terran Monitor. So with there being so many Nebulas already at Tier 6, I don't think we're going to get one in this bundle. I do think we're going to get this Melbourne skin at some point, but I don't think we're getting it right now. The ship that I think we're going to be getting instead is the Springfield, in this case the USS Chekhov. Now, if you look at the other ships that I've shown in the bundle so far, most of them didn't even really have a visible deflector. So this thing has a big deflector at the bottom of it. It seems to have some design similarities to like the Lafayette or New Orleans class. The hull is quite a bit different, of course, but there's some elements of it that do remind me of the Lafayette. And I'm wondering if the remastered Lafayette skin, if that's something that we're going to see kit bashable with the Springfield here. I don't know, but again, it does sort of remind me of the New Orleans, and with that big visible deflector at the bottom, this just stands out to me as potentially being the science ship candidate for the bundle. So I'd be curious to hear what you guys think, what your predictions are. Again, they're trying to do new ships, so to me that rules out the Monitor here. So I think this is, again, the most likely science candidate. And I've seen some questions pop up as to whether or not you're going to be able to buy these ships individually on their own, or if you have to buy the bundle to get them. And I think it's going to work very similar to the 12th and 13th bundles. So the 4 new C-Store ships that they're putting in, you're going to be able to purchase individually if you don't want to get the entire bundle. If you look back at the 13th bundle last year, the 4 new C-Store ships, the Terran Eagle, the Sirius, the Hydra, and Monitor, you could go in and pick those up individually in the C-Store. Many of you did. But if you're wanting to get the bundle exclusives, like the bundle exclusive skins, the premium ship that they're going to have as a bundle exclusive, probably the Parliament, and the other fluff that they're going to have in there, then it's going to be like the 12th or 13th, where you have to buy the entire bundle if you want those exclusives. So for those of you curious about the pricing, it will probably be similar to what you saw last year with the 13th. So a base cost of around 17,500 Zen, with the introductory 25% discount that'll be running for the first 2 weeks. That'll take it down to just over 13,000 Zen, or 130 bucks. And if you're willing to be patient and you wait for a 35% sale in the future, you'll be able to get it for just over 110 bucks. So you do have some options as to how to go in and obtain this stuff. You don't have to buy the very expensive bundle. If there's only one ship you end up caring about in the bundle, you should be able to go in and pick it up on its own. But of course, there is going to be some bundle exclusives. They've already announced some. If I pull that teaser back up from today, let me find it here. So if I pull this back up, you see that they're already saying that they've done a remaster of the Constellation and Lafayette, both of which are included in the bundle. So they're already indicating that some of these remastered skins are going to be bundle exclusive. So if you're wanting the new remastered skins, just keep that in mind. You know, if you're really wanting them, don't burn your T6 coupons and Zen, you know, picking up the ships one by one. Just save up and get the entire bundle in one go. But with that, that's going to be it for today. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below. As always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.